In this video, we're going to continue with activity 412 called Cams Make the World Go Round, and we're going to parametrically model the eccentric cam. So as we get started here, we want to make sure we create a new component. We'll call this the eccentric cam. And then we will first start off with our parameters table. So let's define a few user parameters by clicking on the plus sign. First one here we'll end up setting here is the diameter, and let's go ahead and we'll just set that at 1 inch for right now. This is the nominal diameter for the cam. We'll put that in the comment. Our next parameter, we'll click the plus sign. We'll put the axle DIA. Again, we'll do 0.25, and our comment here will be this is the axle diameter. Our third, we'll go ahead and set in to be, our name will be, we'll put THK for thick, and we'll do 3/16 to put that in there, and we'll say, call this the cam for in the comment, the cam thickness, and we'll say OK. So I'm going to go ahead and say this will set in those three parameters. I'm going to say OK within our table, and I'm going to go ahead and start creating a new sketch on the front plane. So for the eccentric cam, when I draw this, we're going to have, actually I don't want to constrain to the origin for the main body of the cam. I'm going to go up above just a little bit. And then what I am going to do is on the origin is I am going to set another circle, which will be our diameter for our axle to run through. So as I take a look at my dimension drawings that I have to work from, the outer circle here is going to represent, if I type DIA, or I can click on it and hit enter, that'll set that value in there. And then what we can end up seeing here is that we can also have our hole diameter. So this will be axle diameter. Click to set in, hit enter. And then what you'll also see is that this is still highlighted in blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the center of this circle, click on the center of the next circle, and I'm going to write a parametric equation to go through and have that happen. So what we're going to have, and on our document we have the diameter divided by 4, so or d over 4. So here we can type DIA, click to set it in there, and then divide it by 4, and that will go through and locate our eccentric cam in the proper place. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you this still moves like such. So what we need to do is, let's get this put back in the regular position, horizontal, vertical, the center point to the origin, and now we get a fully constrained sketch. Finishing the sketch, we'll go ahead and extrude, choosing this THK for our thickness, and we'll say OK. So here's our eccentric cam modeled. If I go into the parameters table, let me minimize this so that way we can see it. If I change the diameter to 2 inches, here's what we'll see. That whole location will stay proportionate as we go along, and we'll end up seeing, so the minimum radial diameter will always go through and be kept. So that's really what we're looking at with our eccentric cams. This is how we parametrically modeled those, and we can use those values to create different sizes of cams when we need them. Take a look at the next video, and we'll look at the hexagonal cam, and we'll just continue.